late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Murray now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 30 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On first down, Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Murray. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Eluding the pressure right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Murray from midfield. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Murray now. That's going to be caught. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Seahawks 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked off by Marco Wilson. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second and goal, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now Murray off play action. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is caught. He hits more. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's not going to get me.
On first down, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it with Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And just shedding him off there. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Myers counts on the PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. Williams brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a 10 from it. Stopped short of the 35. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Murray to throw.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down at the 26-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice?